Hello there.
Hey.
Dave has come round my house.
Yes, I
Which
have.
is very nice.
Here I am.
And we got in some conversations about He-Man characters. And we've come across a great find today.
Yes, that's right, Robert.
Yeah.
We have come across a band who are named after the cult character Man-at-Arms.
Yeah, pretty much He-Man's sidekick, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like the tinker to He-Man's Lovejoy, if you will.
He looked pretty old.
Yeah, and he didn't use oil of Olay. But
certainly not, no.
He didn't have time. He was too busy fighting Skeletor and his henchmen.
And I think he had that kind of like hair growth that happens when you get a bit older.
Yeah.
It's like
nasal hair.
Yeah, nasal hair turning orange.
When I start getting nasal hair trimming kits for Christmas, that's when I'll realise I'm getting old. Yeah, but anyway, right, we found out that there's a band from Michigan.
Yeah, Cleveland, Michigan.
And they are called Man-at-Arms.
Ann Arbor. Basically,
yes.
First, we when we were thinking of the He-Man character, Man-at-Arms, we wanted to find a picture of him. Because I remember thinking his headgear looked ridiculous.
And it probably did, really.
Yeah.
Well, by today's standards.
Certainly, and there were some Roman centurions that looked a bit angry amongst the Google search and everything, a bit like that, yeah. But we were some chainmail and just looking threatening.
I know some centurions. There are some metal fans who remind me of centurions. Gumbies.
The Gumbies.
Yes.
Up the Gumbies. Yeah.
Maiden, up the irons. Yeah.
And in amongst this search, we came across a picture of two guys.
Yes.
What was their name? Not Tim and Eric.
No. Eric and... Oh, crikey.
Eric and
Ted.
Ted.
Ted and
yes.
Eric.
Ted and Eric.
How could we forget Ted?
Yes.
Which one's which, do you reckon?
Well, we should show the people a lovely picture right now, I think.
For sure.
There's a picture of them by some wood.
Oh.
I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. I guess you can. That was just the thing there. Oh, yeah. Well, basically, through their pictures, we came across their MySpace page.
MySpace. Isn't everyone on Facebook these days?
That's the thing. I think with bands, it's easier to have a MySpace because the music's...
Yeah. And I know a lot of bands still do have MySpaces. But I'm glad they do, because this is how we found these guys.
Totally. We found them in the Google search for a He-Man character.
And how many people can say they've done that today?
And it was on the second page of Man-at-Arms. If you type in Man-at-Arms into Google and look at images, there's lots of pictures of Man-at-Arms the character, and then you come across these two guys.
Yeah.
Amongst some branches.
Now, I know Man-at-Arms might not have been on a British television in many years,
no.
But even still, that's quite something.
It really is,
because He-Man is still pretty revered amongst men of our age, especially.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
He-Man is to us what, I don't know, Z-Cars or whatever was to the last generation. I don't know, what was the equivalent?
Well, they had Tiz was.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't really a cartoon, was it? I guess they had Bagpuss and stuff. Crackerjack. And that was all cool in itself, I thought. But He-Man just was heroic.
Yes. Brave warrior!
He-Man! Yes! He-Man! Yes! Skeletor was one of the best heel villains of the cartoon ever.
Yes.
As well.
Skeletor, he was sort of sinister in not an obvious way. was he?
No.
Like, these days, if Skeletor existed, it would just be like...
It would, yes. Skeletor would be like some horrible person in the playground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Skeletor was...
Bad humour.
But Skeletor was more kind of like a regular guy, but with very sinister undertones.
Definitely, and I think he was a bit bitter because he literally was a skull.
Yeah.
Like with a blue muscles.
I'd be bitter if I was a skull with blue muscles. So this is a bit of Man-at-Arms' music.
Very frenetic.
Yeah.
Has a lot of energy. This song's called The Foreseeable Future.
Yeah.
Vocals are a bit Devo, I think, in this one.
And the vocals are fairly low in the mix as well, which is kind of fairly typical for bands of this ilk, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the most important thing is kind of the riffs, like the angular riffs.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the way they interlock with the frantic drum patterns. Yeah.
It's very well like structured and paced, and obviously it's music to like make you go a bit freaky, isn't it, basically?
Yeah, but in a very good way.
Totally.
Because we had a look at their MySpace page, and the bands they say they're influenced by, we haven't heard of any of them.
No.
But I'm going to check them out later on.
Here's their MySpace page. MySpace Man-at-Arms music.
Yes.
There's Eric and Ted.
Which one's which?
Yeah, well, that's what we want to know.
I think that might be Eric and that might be Ted.
I got a feeling.
I think Eric's the drummer, and or is he?
Well,
which one does which? I don't even know.
I think they both do vocals, but one's like more in front. They have albums for sale on iTunes there.
I think, like, when I've got some Dosh guys, I'm going to buy one of them.
Me too.
Yeah.
And they have videos on YouTube, which we will watch at some point. Lots of info and reviews, but yeah. That's,
the reviews are mostly very positive as well.
Yeah.
There are a couple of kind of scathing ones, but that's what you get with music of this nature.
Definitely.
Occasionally people just don't understand it because it doesn't sound like anything they've heard before. And so they just think, and they go all caveman about it.
But
so,
yeah.
Yeah, Man-at-Arms. And we think if they want to come over and do a gig in Somerset, we might know a man who might be able to help, possibly.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure we could find some way to like get a gig in Somerset.
And we'd love it if they came over. If Ted and Eric came to our neck of the woods, we'd show them round.
We certainly would. We may even watch He-Man with them.
Yeah.
If they're up for it.
They might not be.
No, that's true. It's a shame.
They might just want to keep themselves to themselves.
Yeah.
But I hope not. That's one of the things I like least about this day and age, is that everyone's too paranoid to go like with some random strangers and go and watch He-Man in their bedroom. They think it'll turn into some sort of sordid dogging session or something.
Oh.
But no, it doesn't.
Not at all.
We're the league against sordidness.
We just like want to see Man-at-Arms do his stuff and Man-at-Arms do their stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we want to do our stuff and show Man-at-Arms our stuff.
Yeah.
Like our CD collection.
Yeah, definitely. Talk about music with them.
I bet we could teach them some amazing things about music, that like as in bands that they won't have heard.
Well, there's certainly bands of their influences I've never heard of.
Yeah, I bet we could do a cultural exchange.
Yeah.
And they'd be very excited.
Well, Man-at-Arms definitely get a thumbs up.
Yes.
And it's good to discover new music in such random and wonderful ways, isn't it?
Definitely. I mean, you can go to a record store, or you can look on Amazon or something and find stuff.
Yeah.
But we Googled a He-Man character, and look where it took us.
Totally.
So that's what you have to do today. Google a He-Man character, see where it takes you.
Yes, the challenge.
Yeah, and let us know if you have any good results from that.
Totally.
Or bad results. You know, we're there for you either way.
Either way. Check this band out.
Man-at-Arms.
Do what we said. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.